Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Micks Mowers. A bit chilly out, a bit of a frost this morning, but it's about midday and the sun has come out. At long last the sun has come out. First time we've seen it down here for about 6 or 8 weeks. The grass is relatively wet, but as the hours go on the grass is getting drier and drier, and I would like to cut my own lawn. Two reasons really. One, it benefits the lawn, it dries it out quicker. And the second reason is when I'm selling lawnmowers, it always looks better when you sell a lawnmower on a mowed lawn. It's simple as that. It just looks better. When people come out to view it and see the garden's a bit of a mess, it ain't worth doing. So the first thing I want to do is actually get the my lawnmower out, which is my Hater 48 and my Strimmer, and see if they both start, because I haven't been started since 1st of November pretty much. I've not even been fired, just been put in the store and left. So I haven't winterised them, anything like that. Let's see if they fire up. Let's see how they get on. The Strimmer, I think I'm going to have problems with. It was starting to pull up a little bit towards the end of the season. If I can't get it to run straight away, I do have the Titan, which I can use that for now. But without further ado, let's get down and dirty and let's see if my own kit will run. Right, here is my own piece of equipment. This is my own. This is a Komatsu Chinese semi-professional Strimmer. It's a very, very lightweight Strimmer, that's why I like it. And I've had it probably about 3 years now. It's never ever really started to let me down, apart from this season it certainly did. So it's got no fuel in it at all. Whether it's just evaporated off, I'm not quite sure. But I did notice that the plug for the cap has come adrift. It's actually inside the tank. That I did notice just a little while ago. So let me get a pair of forceps and try and fish that out, because it actually belongs on the cap itself. Let me try and get hold of it without damaging it, if I can. Don't want to damage it. Get a better purchase on it. There it is. That comes out, and that literally just sits up on there. But I think it's toasted. I think it's had it. Just where the old petrol's gotten to it over the years. So I don't think it's going to be any good. Let's just check the filter. See if there's still one on there. Here's the old fuel line, which it's not too bad. It's still working. The filter's okay. The line's okay. It could benefit from a new one, but no point doing it if it's not even going to fire. That's just going to fall straight back off again, isn't it? So I ain't doing nothing. So let's get a bit of fuel in the old girl. So this has not been fired up since November. I've mixed up some fresh fuel. And I don't think it's even going to start, to be fair. I don't think it will. It was playing up. But we shall see. But I think I only paid about $5 for this little Strimmer off of somebody. You get a bit of a mix up, because it has just been mixed up petrol. But I want to trim around the garden as well. Make it look nice and tidy. So, you know, people will say, Christ, Mick, you work on machines all the time. Why are you running sort of mediocre sort of stuff? Because I do. I don't believe in having top-notch stuff. Too expensive. Much rather run just mediocre sort of stuff. Right, that's priming. Just trying to push some fresh fuel around. Now, it does like the choke, this does. Right, let's see what the old air filter looks like. I use a bit of the old SV150 foam, that's all I use. Just cut a piece out just to, yeah, that's okay. That's been doing its job. So choke is up on this one and down for off. So that's okay. That ain't too shabby. Alright, let's have a quick little fire up. I want to say, was it down? Right, I can't remember now. Down. Up is on. Okay, let's turn it on. Let's give it some primes. Let's see if she'll fire up. Oh, compression. Do you know, that little Strimmer, it never seems to ever let me down. Never. It played up a little bit last year. The spark plug might be getting a little bit old, so I will treat it to a service this year. But it just never lets me down. The reason I like it is it's got a nice little head on it, a four-stringed head on it. And for what I use, you just cut a piece of cord off to suit your size, and away you go. I've got another shield to put on it this year, but overall quite happy that my own little bit of equipment starts straight up. So happy with that. Let's get the hater out and see what the hater's going to do. Right, here's my old hater. As you can see, dusty, not been loved, just been put in the old mower store. Relatively dry in there, but it does it is open to the elements. Let's see how the oil's doing. Now this is a bit of a smoker, unfortunately. This is the one I actually, let's bang on that oil. This is the one I actually did a rebore last year, and there's a bit of fuel in there. It does tend to smoke a little tiny bit, but for that reason I'm not going to sell it. I'll just keep it for myself. It does a good cut, and I like the hater. Let's put some fuel in here. Don't go mad because it may not start up. Let's put some in. I'll go and get a throttle peg to hold the peg down. Alright, let's see how we get on. Let's see what happens. Dead man's working. The drive all works. Let's give it a pull, see how we get on. Cut the light pulls first, just to get the oil around. Let's see. As you can hear, my little hater is now ticking over quite nicely in the old background. Just want to get a bit of warm up, see how it performs, and then I'll put you guys outside on a strim and just cut my lawn, try and get looking half sensible. Mrs. P doesn't know I'm cutting my lawn today. She's been on about it for weeks, but it's just too wet. But today is the first dry day. I'm going to get it done. So I'll stick on time lapse and come and join me. That's what the lawn looks like just after one cut. Quite impressed with it. Nice lines, which is what I like. I like the stripes in my garden. And not bad for the first cut of the season. Could have been a lot worse, but now at least the lawn can now dry out sufficiently enough. Okay, super happy. My own equipment does fire up. The Hater was a bit slow to start, but it did have the old petrol in it from last year. It could do another service, definitely because it's been used semi-commercially. And also my Strimmer is fine, but again, it needs another service. And my lawn looks absolutely spanking for the first cut. Mrs. P should be super happy. If this is the first time you're watching Micks Mowers, don't forget to hit the old subscribe button and whack the old bell and set notifications to all. And I look forward to seeing you all on the next episode of Micks Mowers very, very soon. Until then, people, don't forget, more importantly, take her easy.